Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest. As open signs flicker on, as streets begin to fill, it is the hands underneath the gloves and the faces behind the masks that will see us through. We are all in this together, and we will overcome.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping, home, where my music's playing, home.
My name is Kelsey Harmon, and this is the Chick-fil-A Cow, and Chick-fil-A Dalton is excited to announce that we will be teaming up with the Dalton High Quarterback Club again this season. We will be providing fans with the awesome tailgate experience starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and visit our tent for dinner before the game. As always, Chick-fil-A reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Hi, I'm Mitch Sanford, President of First Bank of Dalton. During these challenging times filled with uncertainties, there is one thing that is still certain, and that is your bankers at First Bank of Dalton are still here to meet with you, take your call, and assist you with all of your financial needs. We have served our community for over 20 years, and we are still making local decisions and providing exceptional service, even if that looks a bit different today. At First Bank of Dalton, we are still putting you first.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership. New vehicles come with my exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. I will do whatever it takes to earn your business. Ford of Dalton, there's no reason to shop anywhere else.
The heart that our Northwest Georgia community has shown is inspiring. It shows that even though we've recently spent some time apart, we're all in this together.
Hamilton Healthcare System is honored to have the opportunity to take care of you and your family.
We wanted to let you know that if you are in need of medical care of any kind, please don't delay. Your health won't wait.
We're ready to care for you. Hamilton is following CDC guidelines and has put procedures in place to help keep you safe.
When you arrive at Hamilton, you'll be greeted by a staff member who will take your temperature, screen you for COVID-19 symptoms, and provide you with hand sanitizer.
Those who are suspected of having COVID-19 will be treated in a separate area.
Appointment times are staggered and social distancing measures are in place.
Hand sanitizing stations are available throughout each building. Plus, our Xenex robots use high-powered ultraviolet light to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses on surfaces.
Please don't delay medical care. You are important to us. Your health won't wait.
Hey, as always, we're here for you.
Buy from the pros who know at Performance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Performance Sports Academy. PerformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Thank you to all of our customers and clients over the years.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's been guiding the Dalton Whitfield community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Why should you make the switch to First Bank of Dalton?
My bank gives back to our community.
My bank understands our changing needs.
My bank made my dream home my home.
My bank has the tools I need to manage my business.
My bank helps me save.
My bank make decisions locally.
Need more reasons? Stop by and see why First Bank of Dalton should be your bank for life.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr., the owner here at Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist. Welcome to our brand new facility. Here at Transformers, we specialize in all automatic and manual foreign and domestic transmissions, not to mention brakes, AC tune-ups, and much, much more. Come on in and relax in our lounge while our technicians take care of your automotive needs. Here at Transformers Transmission, we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and I guarantee we can make it go.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Maurice Howard, running back, senior.
Ashton Blackwell, quarterback, junior.
Corey Page, junior, receiver.
Journey Boston, receiver, junior.
Warner Ross, athlete, number 10.
Luke Blanchard, wide receiver, sophomore.
Todd Thurman, left guard, senior.
Ricky Sandoval, right guard, senior.
Fuller Vineyard, senior, DB.
Parker Adams, free safety, senior.
Brady Penley, free safety, junior.
Titan Benton, DB, senior.
Brock Johnson, junior, linebacker.
Mauricio Quintero, linebacker, senior.
AJ Hernandez, DB, senior.
Caleb Hernandez, senior, outside linebacker.
Dylan Center, defensive end, junior.
Corey Gray, senior, defensive line.
Cesar Muro, defensive line, senior.
Swell Lopez, middle linebacker, senior.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to Dalton Catamount football via the live stream through Brandon Brown Productions. Our Catamounts are here at Alexander High School tonight in Douglasville. My name is LaDarren Edgman. With me tonight is Rick Davis. Mark Wooten is on vacation tonight, so we wish him very safe travels coming back. Our Catamounts come into this game struggling to find their identity on offense. We are playing a team that, same song, different verse with these teams in this region. We're playing a team that has got a dual threat quarterback who has 537 yards passing to go with his 555 yards rushing. Number 16, junior quarterback Donovan Hoskins. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight because he is the one of the main wheels in Alexander's offense. You're also going to be looking at number 3, Tyron Curd, who is a senior. Tyron has rushed for 330 yards for the Cougars. Dalton's defense is going to obviously have their work cut out for them tonight, as Alexander has got numerous weapons that we have been looking at all week. Another receiver that, or another rusher, excuse me, that you're going to possibly see tonight will be number 13, Tradon Foster. He has 189 yards rushing, but again, number 16, Donovan Hoskins, is the one who is going to be making this Alexander offense go. Coming into tonight, Alexander is 4-2 overall. They are 2-1 in the region. The Cougars started off their season beating Chapel Hill 50-6. They then beat Lethia Springs 45-7. Their third game, they lost to the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes 35-3. Their region games, they beat Paulding County 42-6. They lost to Douglas County 7-0. And then last week they beat East Paulding 38-7. So Rick, as we come into this game, we see that Alexander is very capable of putting some points on the board. We see by their stats that they are no stranger to running the ball or to throwing it. So once again, Dalton has got their defense has got their hands full tonight with these Cougars.
Definitely.
We are here, as I said, at Alexander. The stadium is a nice stadium. We're kind of out in the woods. We were at home last week with Rome at Harmon Field, and Dalton came up short last week by a score of 24-8. Dalton is 0-3 in the region. If you've been keeping up with the Catamounts this year, you know that we are 1-4 overall. Opened up with Calhoun and then went up to Ridgeland and played the Panthers. And before we go any further, I want to mention the corporate sponsors that keeps Brandon Brown Productions and Dalton Catamount coming to you. Those being Chick-fil-A, Dalton Utilities OptiLink, Direct Packaging, Engineered Floors, Ford of Dalton, Longhorn Steakhouse, Material Handling Incorporated, Myers Flooring of Dalton, Pete's Care PC, Shaw Industries, Textile Rubber and Chemical, the Ann and John Bryant Foundation, Transformers Transmission Incorporated, the Dalton Quarterback Club, and Brandon Brown Productions. If you get a chance, as Mark usually says, feel free to go by and thank those guys for making this happen. Rick, for those people that can't make it on these short 2 hour and 15-minute trips, Brandon makes it so convenient for folks to be able to watch the action right from the comfort of their own living room.
Yes, he does.
We can't sing enough of Brandon's praises, because I'm old school. I remember if you didn't get to come to the game, that, well, all you could do is listen. You couldn't see anything. Well, that's not the case now. So we get to see it, and get to see it from your living room. So that's a pretty cool thing to do.
It's really convenient, definitely.
We've mentioned a lot of the offensive leaders for Alexander. On their receivers, look for number 11, Tavis Malloy, to be thrown to tonight, along with number 2, Cooper Abernathy, number 8, Devon Davis. And on defense, be expecting to see a lot of number 33. All these guys are seniors. All these guys are linebackers. Number 33 is Wesley Smith. He has 53 tackles on the year. 29 is Brantley Pinnell, 43 tackles on the year. And number 4 is Alex Patrick, 42 tackles on the year. So Dalton comes into this game. We've got a few guys a little beat up, banged up. It's been a tough season. COVID has played a big factor in a lot of things that we could do and could not do during the off season. Of course, our preseason scrimmages, we had one with Darlington. It was going to be away. Our second preseason scrimmage was going to be at Harmon Field against Cartersville, and COVID stopped both of those preseason scrimmages. And as we have said before, Dalton is only playing a 9-game regular season as opposed to the normal 10. We have 2 more games at Harmon Field. Dalton will be off next week. We have a bye week. And then I believe we play Paulding County, and then follow that by Douglas County. And then Dalton will conclude the regular season on the road against the East Paulding Raiders. Our Catamounts are coming onto the field tonight. Again, we are here in Douglasville, Georgia, just west of Atlanta. We are still getting used to some of these school names that we're playing this year as Alexander comes onto the field now. Just when I got used to the Harrisons and the Sprayberries and the Sequoias and the South Cobbs playing those teams, now we've got 3 Paulding County schools, Rome, and then Carrollton, and then some Douglas County schools. So by the time you get used to one region, bam, the GHSA does the region realignments. Some teams changed in classifications. Dalton stayed in 6A. But now we're getting used to these teams. Again, we play 3 from Paulding. And so these schools, it takes a little while to get here, buddy.
Oh, yeah. It is a long-distance trip.
When you're leaving Dalton at 4:30 and 5 o'clock and you're praying for good traffic, you know you're having to travel a long way.
Yep.
So here we are getting ready to start the game. It looks like Dalton will be kicking off to Alexander. I see number 8, J.J. Robledo, getting ready to tee it up from the 40. And Alexander will be going on offense first. And we are just seconds away from getting started here at Alexander, folks. Glad you are listening to us tonight, whether you're watching us through your cell phone or your smart TV or ever how you're listening and checking us out. We're glad to have you here. We're hoping that we come away here with some good news. Robledo with the kickoff, and this one is going to be returnable. Alexander has got it, and they're up to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Oh, this is not good. I don't like the way this is starting. Alexander is going to take the ball all the way for an opening touchdown. No flags on the field. Rick, that is not what we wanted to see happen.
That's not the start we want.
It looks like he took the ball around, 98, 97 yards. Got great speed. He has some great holes, and give these guys a little bit of open space and strike up the band playing the fight song. Number 55 is Jacob Tucker, the kicker for the Cougars. We were not wanting to see him this quick. Some confusion on the sidelines. Alexander is looking for someone else to come out on the field. I believe they might be a man short. They are. This young man just got the memo that he was supposed to be out there. I'm sure Monday in practice they'll remind him that he is on the extra point team. Oh, wow, he's the snapper.
We may need that.
They may need that. The snapper was a little confused that he was supposed to be out there. Oh, goodness. 11:42, we just started here, folks. 6-0 Cougars already. Good snap, good hold. We got the whistle blowing. So I don't know if we have delay of game. Okay. There was a timeout called.
It's a possible substitution, it looks like.
That's exactly right, Rick. That is a substitution penalty on Dalton. We're going to try this again. 6-0 Cougars. Good snap, good hold, and
just made it.
The kick, it looks to be good. From here, it looked a little low, but it's good.
Yeah, it was low.
7-0 Cougars.
Hi, I'm Mitch Sanford, president of First Bank of Dalton. During these challenging times filled with uncertainties, there's one thing that is still certain, and that is your bankers at First Bank of Dalton are still here to meet with you, take your call, and assist you with all of your financial needs. We have served our community for over 20 years, and we are still making local decisions and providing exceptional service, even if that looks a bit different today. At First Bank of Dalton, we are still putting you first.
Welcome back to Alexander High School. If you're just now tuning in, you will notice that Alexander has already got 7 on the board. The game just started and Dalton kicked off, and Alexander took it from their 2 or 3 yard line, went all the way to the end zone untouched, and so 97-yard touchdown reception, and Alexander has opened with an onside kick, and they have recovered.
Did it go 10 yards?
It did.
Okay.
It did. Actually, it went around 13 or 14. Wow. I know it caught me napping. The bad news is it caught Dalton's defense off guard. So 1st and 10 for Alexander from the Dalton 45-yard line. Cougars going with an onside kick here very early in the first quarter. So Dalton defense will be on their heels as Alexander is getting ready to take over. Hoskins with the ball. He's going to air it out. He has overthrown everybody.
About a good 10 yards.
Parker Adams on the coverage. That will be bringing 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars. Well, I guess, we say it every week. This is 2020. You can expect to see everything in a game, and I was not expecting an onside kick there, but they fell on it. 2nd and 10. And if you're seeing it on TV, you can see their numbers clear, but where we're from,
like John Ridley with the tackle.
Their numbers are hard to pick up. You say that was John Ridley on the tackle?
Yeah, with a couple other Catamounts.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4 from the Dalton 39-yard line. Hoskins in the shotgun.
Oh,
he fumbled the ball, and who got it?
Looks like Dalton.
They're still scrambling. I think Dalton might have got it that time. It looked like they had a recovery, and then it got loose again.
It sure did.
Let's see. Dalton football. Yes.
That's right.
There's a break we needed right there.
Oh, yes. That'll make up for that onside kick.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Parker Adams on that recovery for Dalton. Great play. Now we're going to see the Dalton offense with Ashton Blackwell at quarterback. Dalton will be taking over 1st and 10 from their own 37.5-yard line. Catamounts in their usual white jerseys, white pants, red helmets, away uniforms. Maurice Howard in the backfield with Ashton. Two receivers to each side. Blackwell hands it off to Maurice. Maurice is going to bounce around to his left-hand side. He's going to pick up about, he's going to get up to about the 39, it looks like.
We'll take some positive yardage.
It will bring up 2nd down and 9 for Dalton. We've got Tyson Greenwade on this side. Again, Maurice in the backfield with Ashton. Ashton, as usual, operates from the shotgun. And we do have a whistle, and don't know what we have going on here. Rick, I don't see a yellow flag on the field.
I do not. They're just maybe discussing the time, possibly. Nope.
Okay, the officials call timeout. Okay. Now we're back ready. Not sure what that was all about, but here we go. 2nd down and 9 for Dalton, again from their own 39-yard line. We got trips to the top. Tyson Greenwade back here on this side. Blackwell with the ball. He's going to keep it, rolling out to his right. He's got a little bit of yardage. Got some good room. Looks like a 1st down for Dalton.
Does.
That was a good run by Ashton. And yes, that is going to be a 1st and 10 Dalton from their own 49-yard line.
We'll take that all day.
That was a good read by Ashton to hold on to the ball. And he gets he got about 10 on that. 2 receivers to each side for the Cats. Ashton ready for the ball. Ashton with the ball. Going to hand it off to Maurice Howard. Maurice went off to his right. He's got trouble all around him, and he's going to get maybe gain a half a yard. He bounced it out to his right, but there was Cougars all over the place, Rick, so he had to come back to the middle, and he picked up about a half a yard or 1.
Yep.
So it's 2nd and 9 or 9.5. Good to see Tyson Greenwade out there. He's been banged up a little bit. Good to see the young man out there. He's a great player. Murray still in the backfield with Ashton. Warner Ross, number 10, goes in motion. Snap back to Blackwell. He's gave it to Maurice. Maurice again. That was about the same direction he went a while ago, but Alexander has got him this time. We're going to lose a few on this. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
It didn't budge at all.
That will bring up 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11 Catamounts from their own 48-yard line. Dalton needs to get the ball to Alexander's 41 to keep this drive going. Now we have Luke Blanchard, 19, and Kareem Page, number 5, and I believe that's Warner Ross, number 10, beside them.
It is.
Maurice in the backfield with Ashton. We need to convert this 3rd down. Blackwell still looking. Blackwell's going to take off running. Now he's got Kareem Page. He has got a 1st down. I see no flags on the field. Great play, Dalton. Ashton found his receiver, Kareem Page, for a very nice gain. And that moves the ball down to the Alexander 33-yard line.
Great pass. We needed that.
Exactly. That's great for Dalton's confidence, too.
Yeah.
On that play, the line gave Ashton some good time. We got trips to the top. Maurice remains in the backfield with Ashton. Ashton with the ball. He's going to throw it out to Warner Ross, but ball's going to be incomplete. That will bring 2nd down and 10 from the Alexander 33. He was, Blanchard was, there was nobody around him. He was there. It's always good to see your speed guys have some open space to work with, but need to make sure we get the ball to them. Second down and 10 for the Cats. Blackwell with the ball. Going to hand it off to Maurice. Maurice bumps it up to his right side, and he has nowhere to go. The Cougar defense is coming up and taking away any positive yards that Maurice is trying to get. Well, we blink, Rick, and just like that, we're back down to third down. And 3rd and 11 looks like.
Yeah, it'd be great to get another first down, at least get in field goal range.
Zach, we need to consider, how they started the game with us. Dalton needs to hold on to the ball and get something on the board. If for nothing else, we just need to get our confidence going.
Keep that ball away from Alexander.
Especially their dual threat quarterback.
Yep.
All right, 3rd and 11 from the Alexander 33. Blackwell's rolling out to his left. He's under pressure. He's still looking, and he's going to be stopped around the line of scrimmage, or he might have lost one on that. He's going to bring up 4th down and long. We had a receiver open downfield, but we didn't see him, and Dalton's going to be faced with 4th and 11 from the 34. And yes, it looks like we're at least going to go forward or try to draw them off. 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Cougars up 7-0 on Dalton.
I just brought in our tight end, Anderson Jackson.
3 receivers to the top. We have a whistle. We have a timeout, Dalton.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr., the owner here at Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist. Welcome to our brand new facility. Here at Transformers, we specialize in all automatic and manual foreign and domestic transmissions, not to mention brakes, AC tune-ups, and much, much more. Come on in and relax in our lounge while our technicians take care of your automotive needs. Here at Transformers Transmission, we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and I guarantee we can make it go.
Okay, back here at Alexander High School where Dalton just called a timeout. We're back ready to get going. Dalton with a 4th and 11, and J.J. Robledo has come into the game, so we're going to try a pooch punt, or at least we're lining up for that. Robledo will be around the 45 or 46 by the time he kicks it, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Pooch it to the right side, and the ball is it's good roll, very good roll, going out around the 6 or 7 yard line. Great job. Alexander will be on their own 6 yard line to start their next drive. That was a great job by JJ.
Sure was.
You know, sometimes with punting, it's not always about a 60-yard spiral with about a 5-second hang time. It's about positioning on the field, and on that particular kick, he didn't need to kick a long one. He just needed to get something to that corner to prevent them from running it back. So they're 94 yards away from a touchdown. 5:59 left in the first quarter. Hoskins in the shotgun.
He's taking
and
it.
He is nailed. Dalton, fantastic job.
Several Cats got him.
Exactly. He got nowhere.
Number 42.
42 is Caleb Hernandez.
Look like maybe number 18, is that one of the Benton brothers?
18 is Brock Johnson, linebacker.
Oh, sorry.
The Benton brothers are 13. I believe Bryce is 13. And we couldn't see who all was on. Oh, well, we have another whistle. Not sure what we have going on here. No one has called a timeout. There's no flag on the field. I'm not sure what's going on. The Cougars lost about 2 yards on that play. So great job by the defense. And Rick, I'm telling you, their numbers from here, it is almost impossible to see what their numbers are on those dark red jerseys.
It is.
Hoskins keeps the ball, which he's used to doing. Oh, he's got some daylight. There's a lot of holding on Parker Adams on that play, and then Hoskins gets all the way down to around the Dalton 23.
Is that 26 that got him out of bounds?
I believe that was Fuller Vineyard that they were holding. I had said Parker Adams, and we do gracefully how they flag on the field. And maybe it was that holding that I saw. I just saw a lot of white jersey wrapped up in a Cougar hand. That normally means holding.
It should.
But we're going to find out tonight what it means. The good news is they did not score, and they're not going to be at our 23-yard line.
Exactly.
Okay, well, yes. There's sometimes I like the hold call, sometimes I don't. This time I loved it. So that will move the ball back to the Cougar 18. And Rick, he just kind of busted that up the middle, and he can juke and jive. And the next thing you know, he's in open field, and he's taking off.
He is a runner.
He's a very dangerous quarterback. Dalton has to play assigned football tonight like never before this year. Hoskins again keeps the ball. Again, folks, this is the guy who makes this offense tick. If you can stop Hoskins, you're putting yourself in good shape. Brock Johnson again on the tackle. Alexander has the ball on their 28-yard line. It looks like it's going to be second and maybe 1.5. Boy, it would be nice to see them have to punt from this place on the field, but we got to stop them first, and we didn't. He's got a first down. That looked to be number 3, Tyron Curd, their leading running back.
With the tackle, Bradley Penley, number 15.
First and 10, Cougars from their own 36-yard line. Dalton really needs to hold them on this side of the field to force them to punt, but with Hoskins at quarterback, that's easier said than done. Well, Dalton's whole line just jumped, but thankfully they didn't go too far because there's no flags. We are already at 3:49 left to go in the first quarter. Alexander up 7-0 on Dalton. Whistles again. We've had a few of those already here early in the game. Timeout, Alexander.
Buy from the pros who know at Proformance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Proformance Sports Academy. ProformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Thank you to all of our customers and clients over the years.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's been guiding the Dalton Whitfield community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership. New vehicles come with my exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. I will do whatever it takes to earn your business. Ford of Dalton, there's no reason to shop anywhere else.
Welcome back to Alexander. The Cougars have the ball 1st and 10. They just had called a timeout. That's the quarterback Hoskins for the Cougars. He just simply keeps it, runs it up the middle, and he's close to a first down. He's looks like maybe it's going to be 2nd and 1. Brady Penley on that tackle for Dalton. This offense is not really complicated that Alexander runs. They're just very efficient at running it. When you got an athlete like Hoskins, you can do a lot of things. All right, they're going to run the jet sweep over here to this far side, and Dalton's defense stops him around the 47, but that's going to be enough for another first down for the Cougars. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Alexander.
Parker Adams with the tackle.
Parker is always in around the ball. Him and Brock Johnson and A.J. Hernandez and Coy Gray, a lot of those guys are always in there around the tackle. All right, 1st and 10, the Cougars at their on 47. Hoskins actually did hand the ball off this time, and we got a flag on the field. It looks like that ball will be coming back, usually holding, but we don't know for sure, but I'm assuming it's going to be holding.
You can run 20 yards with a hold.
And yes, we have a holding on the Cougars. Back them up. In Alexander's, in 4 of their games, their offense has scored 50, 45, 42, and 38. These guys can put some points on you in a hurry. And so far, with the exception of that 97-yard return on the kickoff, Dalton has done a pretty good job on defense of keeping them contained. All right, Hoskins going to keep the ball, and he flipped and rolled, and I think he might have picked up 2.
He's around midfield now.
Exactly. The Cougars with the ball on their on 49. They need to reach the Dalton 43 to keep this drive going. Dalton has been studying this quarterback. You can tell by the way they're playing him, but even though you've studied him, he's such a good athlete that he's still going to get his yards. But so far, they're holding well. They're going to pass it. It's going to be an incomplete. Pressure was applied by number 41 for Dalton. That would be Tyson Neal on that play for Dalton. Okay, folks, here we go. 3rd down and 8. It seems like Alexander has had the ball, Rick, all night on offense, and we saw one flash of our offense, and then it was over. But if Dalton can hold these guys right here, it'll give our offense another chance to get the ball and maybe do something with it.
We need to contain that quarterback like we just did.
We got to be smart right here. We've got to be smart. 3rd down and 8. Alexander needs to get to the Dalton 43. Hoskins with the ball. He's going to air it out, and he has overthrown his receiver, and the Dalton defense has done their job. It was that Parker Adams on that coverage for Dalton. So that will be 4th down and 8 for the Cougars of Alexander. Great job, Dalton defense. You can tell this guy is used to running the ball more. It seems like he'd much rather run it than pass it.
But he can throw a pretty ball.
He does, and he has some good receivers. Thankfully for us, he just overthrew those 2. All right, Alexander, we came close to getting a block on there, but the ball will be going out on Dalton's 24-yard line.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
All right, folks, we're back with you here at Alexander. Dalton takes over 1st and 10 from their on 24. We got 3 receivers to this side. Snap back to Ashton. Blackwell was intended for Luke Blanchard, but incomplete pass. We need to complete some of those to move the ball. At least we need to get out of our side of the field this deep. Dalton has a lot of speed in their skill positions. We're simply struggling to get the ball to them out in open space. Rick, I noticed we have number 26, which is A.J. Hernandez, as a wideout.
He's one to watch. He caught a great pass at that Rome game last week.
He has great speed. He really does. 3 receivers on this side, single on the top. We're going to throw it. Did we catch that? Yes, we caught the ball. That was Kareem Page, number 5. So Ashton completes it to Kareem for a pickup of about 6 or 7. Going to bring up maybe 3rd and 3.5 or 4 to get the 1st down.
Yep.
First quarter is rapidly coming to an end. We are now under 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. Trips to this side. Ashton hollering out directions to his receivers. Clock at 33 seconds. Blackwell with the ball. Going to throw it to Kareem Page, and that is a first down, Dalton. That's exactly, and he got out of bounds. That's exactly what we need. That's going to be 1st and 10, Dalton, from their on 37-ish yard line. There is nothing wrong at all with getting 5- and 10-yard passes. If the home run ball is not working for you, then be satisfied to go with 5 and 10 yards. That moves the ball. And the best news is it keeps the ball out of their quarterback's hands.
Yep.
Blackwell kept the ball, and he got maybe 3, maybe.
Nope. You're spot on.
Well, with these eyes, that would be a first. That will be 2nd down and 7 for Dalton from their on 40-yard line. And that is the end of the first quarter.
Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest. As open signs flicker on, as streets begin to fill, it is the hands underneath the gloves and the faces behind the masks that will see us through. We are all in this together, and we will overcome.
Welcome back to Alexander High School as we are getting ready to start the second quarter. Dalton with the football. They will have it 2nd and 7. Catamounts are having a little success on this drive. We are throwing some short passes, and we're moving the ball. And if you missed us in the first quarter, we're doing everything we can to keep the ball out of the Alexander quarterback's hands, as he is a very dangerous dual threat quarterback. 2nd and 7, Dalton from their on 40. Dalton has trip receivers to the top, and we have, looks like Tyson Greenway to this side. Maurice Howard in the backfield. Ashton's going to throw it. He's running out of the pocket. He's taking off, and he gained maybe 1 or 2 around the middle of the field. It's going to be about 3rd and 4.5 or 5 to get the first down for Dalton. Dalton needs to reach their on 47-yard line to keep this drive going. We have Mauricio Quintero in on this play. Blackwell with the ball. He's going to throw it out to Luke Blanchard, and incomplete pass.
We needed that.
Yes, we did, because that was 3rd down. We needed that bad. Getting the ball to Blanchard in open space is a great thing to see, but we got to get him the ball. All right, that will bring in number 8, J.J. Robledo, to punt for the Catamounts. Alexander sends 2 back around their 30-yard line, awaiting Robledo's punt. Robledo's going to be punting around his on 30. Boy, a really high spiral with good hang time would be great right here. And I think he might have heard me, because we got great hang time on that. There will be no run back. Great job, JJ.
My name is Kelsey Harmon, and this is the Chick-fil-A Cow, and Chick-fil-A Dalton is excited to announce that we will be teaming up with the Dalton High Quarterback Club again this season. We will be providing fans with the awesome tailgate experience starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and visit our tent for dinner before the game. As always, Chick-fil-A reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red.
Welcome back to Alexander High School. The Cougars have the ball. 1st and 10 from their looks like 29-yard line. Alexander with trip receivers to this far side. And Hoskins keeps the ball, turns it back up the middle, and he's got a first down. He is a very smooth runner. He doesn't take any stutter steps or to allow the defense to pursue. He just takes off with the ball, and he simply goes where you're not.
There's no hesitation.
No, it's hard for him to get tackled when there's nobody there to get him. Okay, it's 1st and 10 from their own 41. Hoskins going to throw the ball. And
incomplete.
I'll tell you, if A.J. Hernandez could have got open just a little bit more from that receiver, he could have got a pick 6 on that. Because that ball was a good bit in front of the receiver. 2nd down and 10. Alexander from their own 41-yard line. They need to reach just past midfield to Dalton's 49 to keep this drive moving. Just started 2nd quarter if you're just now joining us. Cougars looking to the sideline for instructions. They've got them. Hoskins from the shotgun. He's going to keep the ball. We read it good. Well, we read it. Now we got him down. He gained maybe 2 on that. That would bring down 3rd. That would bring up 3rd and 8. Well, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 9 the way they're marking it. Boy, Rick Dalton's defense, it goes without saying. Get a stop right here.
They have their hands full.
Don't let these guys convert this. Let's get that ball back. We got a late lineman running into the field. Might have been John Ridley on that. 1st down, Cougars on the completion, and they have got a 1st down on the Dalton 45-yard line.
Looks like Isaac Lopez was in on that tackle with a couple other cats.
1st and 10, Cougars from the Dalton 45. Hoskins with the ball. He actually handed it off this time, and he looks like they got maybe forward progress. They got maybe 4 or 5. We had 3 guys on Hoskins on that. They're so used to him keeping it, but he had actually handed that one off. And again, from here, those numbers are hard to see on those red jerseys from here in the booth, but that looked to be number 3, Tyron Curd on that. 2nd and 5.5 for the Cougars. Hoskins with the ball. He handed it off up the middle. I'm assuming it's Curd. I didn't see a jersey, but I'm just assuming. They're getting closer to that 1st down. It's going to be about 3rd and about 1.5 or 2.
He's real smooth about faking that ball.
Yes, he is. You can tell he's done it a couple of times. Hoskins with the ball. He's going to run it this time. Well, like all times. And he's on to this left-hand side, and he's got another 1st down.
Looks like the 28, possibly.
You know, they just consume so much of the ball control. They do what they do well. It's not real complicated, but they're successful with it. Hoskins with the ball. He hands off, and the running back's going to bust it out to this left-hand side. He's still running, and he's still running. We're still trying to get him down. He's down around the 11 or 12-yard line of Dalton's. Alexander is in Dalton's red zone. 8:17 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Catamounts running some players on. Brady Penley again, one of our defensive backs. Brady again on the tackle.
There is hardly any hesitation on them getting those plays in.
They know what they want to do. They know what they want to do. All right, 1st and 10, Cougars from the Dalton around the 12-yard line. Now it's touchdown Cougars. He got through the first wave of tacklers, and there was nobody else left.
Is that that running back you was talking about earlier? Who's that, number 13? No?
13 is
I don't know if that's number.
Tredon Foster is 13. He is also one of their running backs, junior.
It's hard to tell on those numbers.
My goodness, again, if you're watching it on the television, you can see the numbers clear, and you may not understand why we can't see these numbers, but from here, those numbers are just not jumping out at you like they would be if you've got a good close-up view of it. Anyway, Alexander will be attempting the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick looks good from here. That puts Alexander up 14-0.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escape.
All right, folks, here we are back at Alexander. 7:44 left to go in the second quarter. The Cougars just marched down the field and scored their second touchdown of the evening. It's 14-0 Alexander. They will be kicking off from their own 40. Dalton has their normal return guys in number 19, Luke Blanchard, and number 10, Warner Ross, back around the 13-yard line to catch this kick. I don't know if we're going to get an onside kick here, Rick, or not. Nope, they kicked that one, and it's definitely returnable. And looks like that's Warner Ross over there on that far side. Warner has got the ball, and he's going to get out to just short of the 30-yard line. So that'll bring up 1st and 10, Dalton. Folks, we want to take this time to announce our corporate sponsors. They do so much for us. Chick-fil-A, Dalton Utilities, OptiLink, Direct Packaging, Engineered Floors, Ford of Dalton, Longhorn Steakhouse, Material Handling Incorporated, Myers Flooring of Dalton, Pete's Care PC, Shaw Industries, Textile Rubber and Chemical, the Ann and John Bryant Foundation, Transformers Transmission Incorporated, the Dalton Quarterback Club, and Brandon Brown Productions. We thank all of those folks for their help in keeping this live stream going. Dalton with the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 27. Blackwell keeps the ball. He's still running. He's got a good little gang on this, and he's got about 9 on that play. That's a good run by Blackwell.
Sure was. We'll take it.
That's going to be 2nd down and 3 inches.
Let's get that first down.
2nd down and a very long French fry to get the first down. I believe I could get that right there from here. All he's got to do is fall, and he's got it.
Yeah.
All right, we have trips to this side. We have single receiver to the far side. Maurice back to Ashton's left in the backfield. Blackwell, of course, always from the shotgun. Blackwell has the ball. He's looking to pass. And we was throwing for Kareem Page, I'm guessing, number 5, incomplete.
Just out of his reach.
Incomplete pass. That's going to bring down 3rd down and French fry. You know, I'm just half crazy enough to put him under center and just let him get the first down like that. No, not much risk. You only need, from the change, you only look like you need about, again, 3 inches or something. But
it sure does.
Blackwell operates from the shotgun. Waiting on the ball. He's got it. Going to hand it off to Maurice Howard. And Maurice, forward progress, got the first down for Maurice. He didn't get a ton on that, but he got enough.
He got that French fry.
Yes, he did. That might have been a curly fry. I don't know. Anyway, that keeps the ball, the chains moving. 1st and 10, Dalton from their own 38-yard line. We got 3. We got all kind of things going on with the receivers here on the offense. AJ Hernandez goes to the far side, replaced by Luke Blanchard to this side, and Warner Ross. Blackwell looking to pass. Blackwell has got some guys open, and he's going to Luke Blanchard, and there was a little pass interference, and we have got a penalty on the Cougars. That is going to be a 1st down, Dalton.
He threw farther than a French fry.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that was a lot bigger gain than a French fry. All right, that's going to Okay, we're waiting on the mark off. Dalton will now have the ball around. We are now in Alexander's territory. 47-yard line. It looks like, yes, 1st and 10, Dalton from the Alexander 47-yard line. And Rick, if you noticed, Luke Blanchard had beat his man on that pass. He had gotten behind the defender for the Cougars, and he had no choice but to interfere with him, or with Blanchard it could have been 6.
It sure could have.
All right, 1st and 10, Dalton from the Alexander 47. We faked it to Warner Ross. Ashton keeps it, rolling out to his left. He's still looking, and they're going to get him knocked down around the line of scrimmage. It don't look like he gained hardly anything at all on that play. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Okay, they're giving him, what, 6 inches?
They gave him that French fry.
That's 2 French fries up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe 2nd and 9 3/4. Anyways, we need to get the ball down to the Alexander 37-yard line to keep the ball going. We fumbled the ball. Ashton looked like he was trying to pitch back, and Alexander took advantage of the late pitch, and they have recovered the ball.
Is that about the 48, 47-yard line?
The Cougars are just barely past midfield, but that's the good news. The bad news is they've got the ball. We don't. So we've got a timeout here at Alexander. Dalton, again, we've seen this before, where they'll have some success and get things going, and then a turnover will just come back, and those things haunt you later in the game. You look at what you could have done and stuff like that, and it makes for a very frustrating game. Anyway, Alexander takes over 1st and 10 from the Dalton 49-yard line. Cougars are up 14-0 with 5:28 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Hoskins is going to keep the ball, and we do a great job of stopping him in his tracks. And, okay, who do we have? I see 65, Coy Gray. And we have, I'm looking for the numbers.
Looks like 41 was involved, Tyson Neal.
That would be Tyson Neal, exactly, and Coy Gray. The left side of that defensive line for Dalton did a fantastic job. If you can keep this guy from gaining a yard, you've done a great job. Okay, Cougars with the ball, Hoskins with it, taking off. He is down to the Dalton 45. He's still going. He's at the 40. He is around the 35-yard line. That's going to be another 1st down for the Cougars.
Tackled by 56.
That'll be Arredondo. Brandon.
Yep, Brandon Arredondo.
Brandon Arredondo. Well, folks, that's going to keep the chains moving for Alexander. They've got the ball 1st and 10 from the Dalton 35-yard line. Again, we told you would hear Hoskins' name all night long. He's going to air it out this time.
Oh,
and
dismissed.
If the ref didn't catch it, it looked like Parker Adams was the next receiver.
Parker is a ball hawk for sure. If he gets that ball.
Parker knows where the football is at all times. Well, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 from Dalton's 35. Hoskins is about 6'2", so he's got some good range. He can see over the line really well. He's going to hand it off, and they're running it straight up the middle, and they have gotten way too much yards. They're around the Dalton 17-yard line. Another 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
Looks like maybe number 13, is it? Yep. T.J. Foster?
Max Presley has him as Tredon, and down here he's got him as TJ. Anyway,
with the run,
a Foster player made the gang on that, and now they are going to get stood up around the Dalton 13 or 14-yard line.
Old Packer Cats got him.
They have picked up, it looks to be 5.5 maybe. 2nd down and 5 for the Cougars. Clock continues to run with 3:40 left to go before halftime. Alexander up 14-0 on the Cats. Cougars have 3 receivers to the top, and Hoskins is going to keep it. He's moving the pile, and he's right around the first down marker. And it looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal.
Looked like I saw a little bit of holding there on one of our players.
Surely
He's
not.
coming around.
Surely not. 1st and goal, Alexander from the Dalton 8-yard line is what it looks like. Hoskins in the shotgun. He's got the ball, and he's handing it off, and they are going to score. That was that Fuller Vineyard on the tackle?
It sure was. He was trying to prevent it, but it was a little too late.
He had a little bit too far. He had to run to prevent that touchdown.
Yep.
That's going to put Alexander up 20-0 with 2:59 left to go in the half.
I was hoping they'd have a stop right before halftime.
Alexander getting ready for the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick looks good from here, and that will be up 21-0.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve.
Welcome back to Alexander High School, where the Cougars have just scored their 3rd touchdown to put them up 21-0. They've just kicked off, and that's Warner Ross on the kickoff return, and looks like he got out to Rick. Looks like maybe around the 23 or the 24.
I think you're spot on, sir.
Well, maybe my glasses are getting better.
Yeah.
I've been eating more carrots. That's supposed to help your vision.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
No more French fries?
No. I promise you. Dalton 1st and 10 from their own 23. 2:51 left to go before halftime. We have A.J. Hernandez on this side. Maurice to Ashton's left. Luke Blanchard goes in motion. Blackwell's under pressure. He escapes the pocket. He's scrambling, and we completed the pass and picked up about 4, maybe
3 or 4.
That pass went to Tyson Greenwade, number 3. Greenwade is a very strong young man.
He sure is. He's a very dynamic player.
Okay, that's 2nd and 5 for Dalton from their on 28-yard line.
26 is in the game.
That would be A.J. Hernandez to this near side. It would be sweet if the Catamounts could put 6 on the board right before half. That would give them some momentum. All right, Blackwell with the ball, and he's going to throw it. And who do we have? We've overthrown Kareem Page. We had Kareem Page to that side. We had A.J. Hernandez and Warner Ross both on the near side here. So Ashton had a couple of guys that he could throw to. 3rd down and 5, Catamounts from their on 28-yard line. Dalton needs to get the ball to the 33 to keep this drive moving. Blackwell with the ball. He is rolling out to his right, and we have got Luke Blanchard, number 19. That is a 1st down, Dalton.
It's about, what, the 40 or 41?
Very nice play. Very nice. That will keep the drive moving. And we're 60 yards away from the end zone.
with 2:16 on the clock.
Ball was spotted at the 40-yard line where it's a first down.
Dalton with 2 receivers to the far side. Maurice to Ashton's left.
That was actually
all right, we're going to pitch it back to Luke Blanchard. Luke is trying to turn the corner, and he wasn't successful at turning the corner. The first guy missed him, but the second guy hit him right in the ribs.
Sure did.
That hurt me just watching him. Luke's tough. No effect on him. Okay, that'll bring up second down and 9. Second down and 9 for Dalton. Again, we have A.J. Hernandez to this near side with Luke Blanchard. We have Kareem by himself to the top. Maurice now to the right.
It's Tyson Greenway.
I was starting to say, that does, the more I look at him, that looks like Tyson. Okay. We got Tyson Greenway back here with Ashton. And fakes it to Greenway. Oh, my gosh, that was a fantastic catch. A.J. Hernandez on that reception for Dalton. Great job.
On the 20-21.
Fantastic job.
Great job. Got 1:36 on the clock.
Dalton first down on Alexander's 21-yard line. That was a fantastic catch by A.J. All right, 3 receivers to the top. Hernandez to this near side. Greenway with the, oh no, Ashton kept it. Ashton's got some room. He's at the 5. He's still driving, pumping him legs, and he's down to, my goodness, they still hadn't got him down. Wow.
The 1-yard line. It looks
1 or
like
2-yard line. Wow, great run. What did we say a while ago? If we can score right before halftime, what a shot in the arm it would give Dalton. Timeout, Catamounts.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
All right, folks, welcome back to Alexander High School, where the Catamounts have put together a very threatening drive here to score. We are down 21-0 to the Cougars, 1:08 left to go before halftime. If you just missed it, Ashton Blackwell just threw a long pass to A.J. Hernandez. A.J. had to look over his shoulder, and he caught a very tough catch, and that has got Dalton. And then after that, Ashton Blackwell kept the ball and ran it down to the 2-yard line. So it's first and goal, Dalton.
First down, goal to go, Dalton at the 2-yard line.
And some of the team is back out from the timeout huddle. Some aren't. We got some still coming on.
They're keeping Greenway in. Some Wildcat.
Okay, yeah, Ashton's helmet came off.
Oh.
So he had to go out, and it does look like Tyson Greenway in the Wildcat. Let's put this in, Dalton. Warner Ross with the ball. We got a receiver in the corner. Touchdown, Dalton. Great job, Cats. Great job before halftime. That was a fantastic play.
Right in the corner. That's
okay,
good momentum
my eyes are
before
blind.
halftime.
My eyes are blind. I could not see the receiver on that. Who did you catch a number on that reception?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Blanchard.
All right, let's go with Luke Blanchard on the touchdown reception. That cuts it to 21-6. And we have a timeout, Dalton. 21-6, Cougars. 1:03 left.
Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest.
All right, Dalton getting ready for the PAT. They just scored. 21-6, Alexander. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Yes. 21-7, Alexander. Dalton needed that drive in the worst way.
Now we just got to keep the ball out of the hands of number 16 running down the field on us.
What do you think the chances are of us doing an onside kick? That would be nice to see.
Yeah.
And recover it.
Yes.
It's only good if you recover it.
Well, we don't need to give them.
Folks, you can download the digital Dalton football program at daltonfootball.com. We want to take this time to invite everyone to the Dalton Quarterback Club meeting on Monday nights at 6 o'clock. That is always at the Harmon Field Fieldhouse. We discuss the previous game. We'll feed you Chick-fil-A. We go over the scouting report for the next game. And we have all kinds of fun. J.J. Roberto set to kick off from his 40. 1:03 left to go before halftime. And a very high short kick. He fumbled the ball. Oh, my
Dalton
goodness.
has it.
We couldn't have drawn that up any better. We have got a little altercation going on right down here. All these guys are grabbing Bryce Benton. But anyway, Dalton got the ball. So let's see what's going on here.
Refs are discussing this. Hopefully it's on Alexander. We would take those points before halftime if possible.
Exactly. Folks, we're waiting to see what is going on. They have waved off the penalty or the flag. Dalton has got the ball. Great job on that kickoff.
And not bad field position either.
No, it's not. That
With
was
under a minute to go.
That was a fantastic job.
That was beautiful.
It was. You know, once the ball crosses 10 yards, it's anybody's ball.
Yeah, and that was a good.
Dalton has as much right to that ball as Alexander does once it crosses 10 yards.
That was about a good, 25 yards up in the air?
We have Tyson Greenwade in the backfield with Ashton. 21-7, Alexander. Catamounts have 3 receivers to the top. Okay, we still have a coach discussing things with officials, and he lost that battle. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Dalton from Alexander's 38-yard line. Blackwell with all kinds of time to throw. Oh, he was to scramble and he lost his footing. Went to scramble, get out of the pocket, and he lost his footing. Clock is running at 46.8 seconds. So that will be, that's going to bring up 2nd down and quite a bit.
This field may be a little slick. I think that may be the second time he slipped.
It's going to bring up
Lost
around
his footing.
second down and 19, if I'm not mistaken. Dalton called their final timeout. Well, folks, again, welcome to Alexander High School down here in Douglasville. Short little 2 hour and 10-minute trip from Dalton. We should be able to drive these roads blindfolded by now, but I still don't want to try it. Catamounts have the ball 1st and 19 from the Alexander 47-yard line. Well, a while ago, Rick, we were talking about how sweet it would be for Dalton to score before halftime. And do we dare say it if they can score again before halftime?
That would be great if we could do that.
Maurice back in the backfield with Ashton. Ashton looking to pass. He's got a receiver, and he almost threw an interception.
Yep. Right off the hands of the defender.
The defender dropped it.
Well, at least it stopped the clock.
Yes, it did, and that's going to be 3rd down and about 19. 40 seconds to go before halftime. We still have A.J. Hernandez in as a receiver, and he has done a fantastic job.
Maurice Howard's in the game.
Hernandez and Luke Blanchard to this near side, and it's like Warner Ross and probably Kareem Page on the far side. Maurice Howard in the backfield with Ashton. Ashton with the ball, drops back in the pocket, looking to throw, and he is looking for, and he's going to throw an interception. His intended receiver was going to be Luke Blanchard, number 19, but Alexander comes up with a pick.
Well, at least we got some more time off the clock to keep it out of number 16's hands.
You give him the ball with 35 seconds, it feels like 12 minutes. Okay, that is 1st and 10, Alexander from their on 16-yard line. 1st and 10 Cougars from their on 16. What will the Cougars try to do here with 34 seconds to go?
I'm feeling a pass, but I could be wrong.
I'm going to say they're going to hand off on a jet sweep here. And we got David Garcia and a community down there for Dalton.
David Garcia, number 23, got him as well.
Brandon Arredondo was also in on that tackle. And we got a flag on this play. And I don't know what the flag is going to be, but it was thrown from the Dalton secondary. We're waiting to see what's up here. Okay, it's going against the Cougars. And that will back Alexander up to their on 6 or 7 yard line. It's like from the 6.5. I'm just really dreaming a lot tonight. I'd love to see Dalton get a pick 6 here right before halftime.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Well, it's not going to happen on this play. Hoskins hands it off, and Dalton's defense doing a very good job of keeping him from even getting back to the original line of scrimmage. And we're down to 10 seconds to go. And that's going to be it for halftime, folks. Your score going into the half, Alexander 21, Dalton 7.
Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest. As open signs flicker on, as streets begin to fill, it is the hands underneath the gloves and the faces behind the masks that will see us through. We are all in this together, and we will overcome.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love.
My name is Kelsey Harmon, and this is the Chick-fil-A Cow, and Chick-fil-A Dalton is excited to announce that we will be teaming up with the Dalton High Quarterback Club again this season. We will be providing fans with the awesome tailgate experience starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and visit our tent for dinner before the game. As always, Chick-fil-A reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Hi, I'm Mitch Sanford, President of First Bank of Dalton. During these challenging times filled with uncertainties, there's one thing that is still certain, and that is your bankers at First Bank of Dalton are still here to meet with you, take your call, and assist you with all of your financial needs. We have served our community for over 20 years, and we are still making local decisions and providing exceptional service, even if that looks a bit different today. At First Bank of Dalton, we are still putting you first.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership. New vehicles come with my exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. I will do whatever it takes to earn your business. Ford of Dalton, there's no reason to shop anywhere else.
The heart that our Northwest Georgia community has shown is inspiring. It shows that even though we've recently spent some time apart, we're all in this together.
Hamilton Healthcare System is honored to have the opportunity to take care of you and your family.
We wanted to let you know that if you are in need of medical care of any kind, please don't delay. Your health won't wait.
We're ready to care for you. Hamilton is following CDC guidelines and has put procedures in place to help keep you safe.
When you arrive at Hamilton, you'll be greeted by a staff member who will take your temperature, screen you for COVID-19 symptoms, and provide you with hand sanitizer.
Those who are suspected of having COVID-19 will be treated in a separate area.
Appointment times are staggered and social distancing measures are in place.
Hand sanitizing stations are available throughout each building. Plus, our Xenex robots use high-powered ultraviolet light to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses on surfaces.
Please don't delay medical care. You are important to us. Your health won't wait.
Hey, as always, we're here for you.
Buy from the pros who know at Proformance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Proformance Sports Academy. ProformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Thank you to all of our customers and clients over the years.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's been guiding the Dalton Whitfield community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Why should you make the switch to First Bank of Dalton?
My bank gives back to our community.
My bank understands our changing needs.
My bank made my dream home my home.
My bank has the tools I need to manage my business.
My bank helps me save.
My bank makes decisions locally.
Need more reasons? Stop by and see why First Bank of Dalton should be your bank for life.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr., the owner here at Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist. Welcome to our brand new facility. Here at Transformers, we specialize in all automatic and manual foreign and domestic transmissions, not to mention brakes, AC tune-ups, and much, much more. Come on in and relax in our lounge while our technicians take care of your automotive needs. Here at Transformers Transmission, we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and I guarantee we can make it go.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Maurice Howard, running back, senior.
Ashton Blackwell, quarterback, junior.
Garrett Page, junior, receiver.
Journey Boston, receiver, junior. Warner Ross, athlete, number 10.
Luke Blanchard, wide receiver, sophomore.
Todd Thurman, left guard, senior.
Ricky Sandoval, right guard, senior.
Fuller Vineyard, senior, DB.
Parker Adams, free safety, senior.
Bray Penley, free safety, junior.
Tayton Benton, DB, senior.
Brock Johnson, junior, linebacker.
Mauricio Quintero, linebacker, senior.
AJ Hernandez, DB, senior.
Caleb Hernandez, senior, outside linebacker.
Dylan Center, defensive end, junior.
Corey Gray, senior, defensive line.
Cesar Muro, defensive line, senior.
Josué Lopez, middle linebacker, senior.
Of mixed and women's mastery choirs, HOSA, and FCCLA. Abby enjoys singing, shopping, helping people, and hanging out with friends. She wants to travel the world. Abby plans to obtain her CNA certificate, graduate with a BSN with honors, and become a labor and delivery nurse. Miles is the son of Philip and Wanda Miller. He is a dual enrollment student and a member of Mixed Mastery Chorus, Key Club, and International Club. Miles likes singing, hanging out with friends, and spending all of his money on Chick-fil-A. He plans to attend Georgia State University and pursue a career in the medical field. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Abby Archer and Mr. Miles Mason. Our next senior representatives are Ryan Brown and Wesley Smith. Ryan is the daughter of Kevin and Marie Brown. She is a varsity football and basketball cheerleader, a member of SGA, Key Club, Beta Club, DECA, National Honor Society, Yearbook, and Youth Leadership Douglas Mentor Program. Ryan is our senior class president, an Atlanta West jewelry ambassador, and enjoys photography, painting, and hanging out with friends and family. While still deciding on life after high school, Ryan plans to travel a lot and to attend the Savannah College of Art and Design, where she will major in fashion marketing and management with a minor in business. Wesley is the son of Jared and Shannon Smith. He is a varsity captain on our football team and a member of National Honor Society, Hispanic Honor Society, NSHSS, SGA, International Club, and Key Club. Wesley is our senior class vice president and enjoys golfing, fishing, and hanging out with friends and family. He plans to attend the United States Air Force Academy and graduate with a degree in legal studies. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ryan Brown and Mr. Wesley Smith. Our next senior class representatives are Jakaya Muhammad and Zachary Bias. Jakaya is the daughter of Balewa and Beverly Muhammad. She is a varsity basketball cheerleader. Jakaya loves listening to music, watching scary movies, and spending time with her boyfriend and best friend. She plans to go to college and continue studying foreign language in hopes of becoming bilingual, minor in photography, and travel the world. Zachary is the son of Alton and Bridget Bias. He is a member of FBLA, plans to join the track team in the spring. Zachary enjoys listening to music, hanging with friends, using his punching bag, and getting his life together, since in private his parents call him lazy. He plans to work in the music industry and to be on big stages making an impact. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Jakaya Muhammad and Mr. Zachary Bias. Our final senior representatives are Belle Williams and Dylan Wilkie. Belle is the daughter of John and Karen Williams. She has been a member of the Alexander varsity softball team for 4 years. Belle enjoys shopping, hanging out with friends, watching Vampire Diaries, getting her nails done, and winning region championships with the softball team. She plans to attend college and major in business. Dylan is the son of Joseph Soto and the late Leslie Soto. He is a member of the AHS marching band. Dylan enjoys writing, running, photography, and travel. He wants to take a gap year and travel before going to college to study marine biology and veterinary science. Dylan plans to become a marine wildlife veterinarian and conservationist. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Belle Williams and Mr. Dylan Wilkie. Now, please help us welcome back our 2019 Homecoming Queen, Miss Alyssa Clay. She is accompanied by Dr. Christopher Small, principal of Alexander High School. Alyssa is the daughter of Robert and Susan Clay. She attends the University of West Georgia and plans to pursue a master's degree and become a pediatric nurse practitioner. She is currently involved in her sorority, Alpha Psi Delta, and in her free time, she loves to go out with her friends and hang out with her boyfriend and her cat. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alyssa Clay. And now, our 2020 Homecoming King is Mr. Wesley Smith. The 2020 Alexander High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Jakaya Muhammad.
My name is Kelsey Harmon, and this is the Chick-fil-A Cow, and Chick-fil-A Dalton is excited to announce that we will be teaming up with the Dalton High Quarterback Club again this season. We will be providing fans with the awesome tailgate experience starting at 5:30. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and visit our tent for dinner before the game. As always, Chick-fil-A reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red.
Alexander High School, where we are coming to the end of halftime. It is 21-7 Alexander, and there'll be a great time here to thank our live stream sponsors for tonight's live stream, that being Chick-fil-A, Dalton Utilities OptiLink, Direct Packaging, Engineered Floors, Ford of Dalton, Longhorn Steakhouse, Material Handling Incorporated, Myers Flooring of Dalton, Peach Care PC, Shaw Industries, Textile Rubber and Chemical, the Ann and John Bryant Foundation, Transformers Transmission Incorporated, the Dalton Quarterback Club, and Brandon Brown Productions. To update our future schedule for Dalton, Dalton will be off next Friday night. We will be playing Douglas County on November the 6th. That game will be at Harmon Field. The following week, Paulding County comes to Harmon Field, so we have 2 straight home games against Douglas County and Paulding, and our final game will be on the road at East Paulding. So we want to make sure that we have a good crowd at Harmon Field next week. Rick, we'll be off next week. Dalton has had 3 bye weeks this year. I tell you, there's nothing usual about this year. No preseason scrimmages. COVID has affected so many things.
It sure has.
In the sports world. It's affected so many lives, and there for the longest we didn't know if there was even going to be a football season, whether the NFL, college, pro, Pee-wee, Middle League. We didn't know. But here we are at the 6th game of the year, and we are on the road at Alexander, and we're trailing 21-7 at the half. Dalton had a spark there late in the second quarter, and a turnover here or there, and you never know. But the good news is Alexander is going to be kicking off to us. And maybe we can return the favor. You know, they returned the opening kickoff 97 yards for a touchdown. You sit down in your chair, you blinked, and the scoreboard shows 6-0. So hopefully it'd be great to see Dalton return the favor. And we will do what we can to get back in this game. And it would be great to leave Douglasville with a win tonight, a win that Dalton so desperately needs. This has been a tough year, obviously. Catamounts opened up with Calhoun, and then we went to Ridgeland High School, and then we had 2 straight bye weeks before we opened up region play on the road at Carrollton. And then the following week we had a nasty rainstorm at South Paulding, and we had Rome last week at Harmon Field, and here we are tonight, Alexander. Alexander kicks off to Dalton, and the ball is going to be looks like Luke Blanchard. Blanchard's going to catch it from about his 3. He's running, and he's going to be met by a few Cougars just short of the 20-yard line. So Dalton will be taking over 1st and 10 from their hold on. They were short of the 20.
Looks like they're at the 19.
19-yard line, it looks like. Maybe Dalton got some things talked about at halftime, and going to open things up and get right back in this game. Maurice Howard again in the backfield with Ashton. Ashton's going to throw. His pass was batted down, and it's like number 5, Kareem Page, was going to be the intended receiver on that. The pass was batted down. So that will be 2nd down and 10 from Dalton's own 19-yard line. Luke Blanchard to this near side and Kareem Page to the far side. Maurice Howard in the backfield with Ashton. Blanchard, of course, in the shotgun formation. Ashton with the ball. He handed off to, looks like Tyson, no, not Tyson Grant, it was Maurice Howard, number 1. Maurice was ankle tackled, and he picked up about, it looks like he got about 3, which would bring 3rd down and 7. Dalton needs to get the ball to the 29-yard line to keep this opening drive of the second half moving. Again, we have Luke Blanchard to this near side, Kareem Page to the far side. Ashton with the ball. He's looking for a receiver. He's going to throw it. Looks like he's probably got Kareem Page. And forward progress will give Dalton the first down at the 31-yard line. So that's a great completion for Ashton to Kareem Page.
Yeah, we'll take that completion all night.
All day, all night, during the night, in the morning. Dalton 1st and 10 from their own 31. They need to reach just past the 41 to get another first down. Same offense as we have been mentioning with the receivers. He's going to throw it out here to Luke Blanchard.
Go.
Luke Blanchard is at midfield. He is at the 45, 40. Luke Blanchard is gone. That is a touchdown, Dalton.
And there is no flag.
Great job. What a great opening possession. What a great opening possession for the Catamounts. Great pass to Luke Blanchard, and then he does what only Luke Blanchard can do, and that's turn on the jets, and nobody else had enough jets to catch him.
He turned on those jets for sure.
That is going to bring it to 21-13 with 10:10 left to go in the third quarter. Dalton will be attempting the PAT. Number 11, Parker Adams, will be holding. And is that JJ? JJ Robledo to kick the PAT. Kick is up, and kick is good. That cuts it to 21-14.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping. Home, where my music's playing. Home, where my love lies waiting silently.
Okay, here we are back at Alexander, and the Catamounts just scored on their opening possession to start the third quarter. Dalton looked very sharp on that drive as they go right down the field. Dalton started from their own 19-yard line and drove 81 yards in just over a minute and a half. New score, Alexander 21, your Catamounts 14. J.J. Robledo set to kick off for Dalton from the 40. With the speed that Alexander has, be nice to see a touchback. And we're definitely going to get that because that short, deep kick, the short high kick, Dalton has recovered again. The same play that they got in the second quarter, it has worked again for the Catamounts.
That is some great news for us.
Did you hear what I said, a short, deep kick? Sometimes you can't spit for sputtering.
That was a great kick.
Wait, whoa. The official just pointed that it's Alexander's ball.
No, we're celebrating.
I don't.
And coaches are talking about
Coach Land is going. I don't understand how on earth could be Alexander's football. It went 10 yards. This is interesting. The ball is going to Alexander. Dalton has as much right to that football as Alexander does once it covers 10 yards, and that's what happened.
The defense is on the field. I guess we didn't get our way on that one.
I don't have a clue what happened on that.
Maybe it didn't go quite 10
Oh,
yards.
it went 10. It went 15. It was a short, like a pooch kick for a kickoff.
We don't have no challenge flag or anything, do we?
Boy, it'd be sweet. I can't fathom what happened here.
All I can think is
the ball went 14 or 15 yards, and 10 is all it has to go.
Yeah.
And it's a live ball. Dalton has as much right to that football as Alexander does. But yet, and we recover it, but yet Alexander has it. I don't know. I'm confused. Okay, we're looking at a okay, the ball went 13 or 14, and looking at the replay, we caught the ball. I don't get, we looked at a replay here. I don't get that. I really don't. Well, anyway, Alexander takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 45. Should be Dalton ball, but it's not, so it's Alexander's ball. And Hoskins hands it off up the middle. And he gains about 4, it looks like, on that play. Dalton defense is so used to Hoskins, and when they see that he doesn't have the ball, it's like, oh, my gosh, who's got it? Because this guy keeps the ball 80% of the time.
Yeah, he's a real threat when when he don't even have the ball.
Oh, he's very much a threat, exactly. 2nd down and 6, Alexander from their own 49. Again, Hoskins is going to hand it off. He's going to bust it out here to this left-hand side, and what a fantastic tackle by Caleb Hernandez. Number 42 for Dalton, 42, Caleb Hernandez, and 18, Brock Johnson was also in around that play. What a great, great play. All right, 3rd down and 2, Alexander from Dalton's 47.
He's keeping it.
Quarterback's keeping the ball, and Dalton has stopped him for a great 3rd down stop.
Number 23 got him.
We'll be careful. We got some we got a couple of guys getting to know each other a little bit better down here, and thankfully that did not bring out a flag. That brings up a 4th down for Alexander. Excuse me, I was excited. I was thinking it was a 4th down, but it's 3rd down and 1. What do we have going on here?
Oh, they're changing to 4th down.
Okay, it was 4th.
You were right.
I was sitting here thinking, my goodness, did I miss something here?
And I guess they're going for it.
So it's 4th and 1, and he gets the 1st down now. We had a great stop on 3rd down, but did not convert it on 4th down. Dalton defense is playing tough regardless. Alexander has now got the ball on Dalton's 42, 1st and 10. They need to reach the Dalton 32 to keep the drive moving. Hoskins with the ball, and he does hand it off, running back to the far right side. He's still running, and he's going to get around 7 yards, it looks like. Dalton is really keeping an eye on that quarterback, and you have to.
And then that frees up the running back. So, and he's pretty shifty.
Yes, they are. They're pretty slick to tackle. Okay, 2nd down and about 3.5. Hoskins did keep the ball. Oh, my goodness. He's still running.
Tackles.
He's got to the outside, and he got down to around the Dalton 19 or 20-yard line.
Ran out by Parker Adams.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Okay, that is a 1st and 10 for Alexander. They are now in the red zone. They are at Dalton's 19. We had these guys stopped, and you let them slip, and here they are. 1st and 10 from the 19, but we had a great tackle by number 18, Brock Johnson. Linebacker for Dalton is going to stop that play before it gets started.
If we could do that on that,
that would be a sweet deal.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be 2nd down and 10, as there was no gain on that play. So 2nd down and 10 from the Dalton 19. asking the Dalton defense to bow up. All right, he's going to Hoskins passed, and did he catch? I think
That looked like it hit the ground.
I thought he caught. Okay, for incomplete. I thought I saw it bounce, but you know,
Yeah.
you never know.
Looks
All
like
right,
past, is that number 8?
3rd and 10.
Devin Davis for
Yes, that's 8.
Alexander.
3rd and 10 for the Cougars from the Dalton 19. Boy, it would be sweet to see the Dalton defense get a stop right here, force these guys into a 4th down decision. All right, Hoskins with the ball. He's going to throw it, and that's an incomplete pass.
He throws some darts for sure.
He does. He throws a beam, but they couldn't come up with it.
Right
So I'm assuming they are going to try the field goal, and he's going to be kicking from his 31. So it would be a 41-yard field goal. Yes, he's going to. No, excuse me. He's going to kick it from the 26. So it'll be a 36-yard field goal.
If we can get a block.
Cougars looking to put 3 more on the board. Good snap, good hold, and the kick looks to be good. That's going to make it 24-14, Cougars.
Why should you make the switch to First Bank of Dalton?
My bank gives back to our community.
My bank understands our changing needs.
My bank made my dream home my home.
My bank has the tools I need to manage my business.
My bank helps me save.
My bank make decisions locally.
Need more reasons? Stop by and see why First Bank of Dalton should be your bank for life.
Cougars just went down the field, and thankfully the Dalton defense held them to a field goal. It makes it 24-14. Alexander with 6:47 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And, okay, we are getting word that Alexander possibly called for a fair catch, but I never saw him. Of course, maybe my vision wasn't the greatest on that play, but anyway, Dalton's going to take the kickoff here from their own 4 and going to get it out to about the 21, 22-yard line. And that was number 19 on that reception is Luke Blanchard, on the kickoff return. So Dalton's offense will come out and take over 1st and 10 from their own 21 and 3/4 line. 24-14 Cougars. Catamounts their offense has woken up in this 3rd quarter. Of course, we scored right before halftime. Okay, Dalton needs to have another great drive here and hopefully end up with some points on the board. Maurice Howard with the ball. He's got a pretty good run there. A gain of about, looked like about 8 on that play.
Yep.
Dalton needs to reach around the 32 to get a 1st down. So it's going to be about 2nd down and 2 for the Catamounts. Dalton is having some success on offense, moving the football. Let's hope and pray that this continues. Luke Blanchard is your receiver to the near side, and I'm assuming it's Kareem Page to the far side. Blackwell with the ball, going to hand it off to Maurice Howard, number 1. Maurice bounces out and to his left-hand side, and he's got the 1st down.
Looks like he bounced it out to about the 34.
That's a good run for Maurice. The best thing, it keeps the chains moving.
Yep, sure does.
Keeps the chains moving. That's what we want. It's hard for them to score if they don't have the ball. Okay, 1st and 10, Dalton from their own 35-yard line. Same personnel on the field as before. Blanchard to the near side, Kareem Page to the far side. Maurice Howard beside Ashton in the backfield. Clock at 5:20. Blackwell with the ball. He's going to, he's in the pocket. Now he's escaping the ball. He's going to throw it off to Maurice Howard. Maurice is very close to another 1st down. Looks like he gained about 9, Rick, on that play.
Sure does. It's, wow. We are so close to that 1st down. We will take it.
2nd down, and we're almost back to that French fry that we was talking about in the 2nd quarter.
We're about the same spot.
And by the way, I saw some of your fries at halftime. I think about a French fries about right from what I saw out of your plate there.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, rub it in. Okay, second down and less than one.
It's 26 in the game.
That would be A.J. Hernandez. Blackwell with the ball. Blackwell kept it. Blackwell still running, and he got tripped. He got tripped up right at the first down marker. I don't know if he got enough.
He seems a little banged up right now.
Just depends. So it's third down.
We need that French fry.
I think we're down to a tater tot now. Ashton got tripped up by his ankles, and that kept him from getting the first. We've handed off to Tyson Greenwade, and he's short. He did not make it. Alexander stacked the box on that play, and it's like Greenwade is short. That's going to be down, fourth down and inches.
That tater tot.
My goodness, that was so close. That was so close. Okay, that's going to bring up fourth down. J.J. Robledo, number 8, is in to punt for Dalton. We did fake it. And we have got a first down.
And more. We're on their side of the field. What about the 47, 46?
Well, folks, I got to give some credit where credit's due. Before they snapped that ball, Brandon right here beside me looked out and he said, "We're going to fake this." We faked it. Great call, Brandon. I tell you guys, this guy's talented. He can do the live stream. He can do all kinds of things with the film, and now he's calling plays up here.
And taking notes.
First and 10, Dalton from the Alexander 46-yard line. Very smart play for Dalton. Keep the ball, keep the chains moving. And that pass was complete.
Was that 6 yards?
Was that Kareem Page on that, number 5?
I believe so, yes.
All right, second down and 4 for Dalton from Alexander's 40-yard line.
Blanchard's on this near side. Is that Maurice or is that Greenwade?
That looks like Tyson Greenwade from here. Catamounts second and 4. We're going to hand it off to Tyson Greenwade, and Tyson's not going to get a lot on this play.
2 or 3.
It's going to bring up third and about 3 is what I'm thinking. Okay, the ball is on Alexander's 39-yard line. That was Tyson Greenwade on that run.
Number 20's in.
Number 20 will be Mauricio Quintero. All right, we got a different backfield back here for Dalton now. And Maurice Howard pumping those legs, still going, and that's a first down, Dalton. Folks, Dalton's offense is waking up, and they are moving the ball. This is what we have been waiting to see all night long.
Looks like the 28 of their side.
First down and 10 for Dalton from the Alexander 35-yard line. 1:35 left to go in the third quarter. My goodness, these quarters go by fast. Well, as long as we've got the ball, I don't mind, but we need to get the lead, though.
Sure do.
I do mind that clock if we don't have the lead. All right, Dalton first and 10 from their own 35. Ashton's going to fake it. He's going to throw it. I'm assuming that's Kareem Page. That is.
Looks like a touchdown.
I thought that, yes, absolutely. Great job. Way to go, Dalton. That's going to cut the lead to 24-20. Dalton is coming back, folks. That makes it 24-20.
That was a great pump by Ashton.
Ashton did a great job on that pump fake and completes the touchdown. All right, we have Parker Adams on the hold for the PAT. J.J. Robledo to kick. Good snap, good hold, and the kick looks good from this angle. It's going to make it 24-21, Alexander.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
All right, folks, welcome back to Alexander High School. Dalton has scored again, and with 1:14 left to go in the third quarter, the Cougars only lead by 3. Dalton offense is looking very good in this second half. Blackwell is connecting with his receivers. Tyson Greenwade and Maurice Howard is running hard, and J.J. Robledo is set to kick off. Catamounts trail by 3, 24-21. And you can tell by the way Alexander is set up on a kickoff return, they don't know what to expect on this kickoff here. All right, we did. Oh my goodness! Dalton did Dalton
We
get
better
that ball?
have had the ball. That player touched it.
Dalton has got the football. Well,
Let's wait a few, but hopefully we do have it this go around.
Dalton has got the football. Parker Adams, I don't doubt that. Parker is always involved. Parker Adams' recovery on the football. Dalton takes over 1st and 10 from the Alexander 41 with 1:09 left to go in the third quarter. The Dalton kickoff team has got this play, Rick, mastered tonight. Even when they didn't give it to us a while ago, we still got it. So
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of successful plays on special teams.
we're doing very good tonight on this kick. 24-21 Alexander. Catamounts again with the ball. Alexander's defense has got to be thinking, what we just out here?
Maurice Howard's in.
Ashton has got the ball. Ashton has we got a flag. We got 2 flags. 3 flags. My goodness.
All that laundry out there.
There's flags coming from everywhere.
Oh, I found one up here.
There might be some defensive holding on the Dalton receiver. When I first saw Ashton drop back and throw it, our receiver had about a 3 or 4 yard step on the defender for Alexander, and then by the time the ball got there, that 3 or 4 yard cushion was gone, so usually that signifies defensive holding. And that is exactly, looks like what is happening. Great play, Dalton. Catamounts will take over 1st and 10 from the Alexander 26-yard line. This is, Dalton has struggled so much this season to this point. It's so exciting to see these guys get this fire in their step and come back in this game on the road. Blackwell from the shotgun, going to hand it off to Maurice Howard. Maurice is trying to go up the middle. He did bounce it out, and he ended up getting
about 5.
He got a few on that. I'm trying to. He got about 2, looks like. So it's going to bring out 2nd down and 8 for Dalton. Ashton is doing a great job in this second half of hitting his receivers. Blackwell with the ball. He's going to throw it to Luke Blanchard on this. Blanchard cannot come up with it. The ball was low.
Yeah.
Ball was pretty low, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
If it had been a little bit higher, I think he would have scored a touchdown.
All right, Catamounts with the ball, 3rd and 8. 25 seconds left to go in this third quarter. The ball is on the 24, so Dalton needs to get to the 16 to keep this drive going.
26 is back in.
26 is A.J. Hernandez. We got 2 receivers to this near side and 2 to the far side. Maurice in the backfield with Ashton. Ashton again works from the shotgun. All right, Blackwell's going to keep it. He's running. He's busted out to the left-hand side. He's caught the left corner, and he's going to be short. He's short of the 1st down. It's going to be about 4th and, let's see, 4th and 3 maybe.
4 and 2.
4th down and 2 yards to go. Well, this is obviously four down territory. Dalton has the kicker that could tie it up, but it looks like that we are going to be going for the first down unless we're going to attempt to draw Alexander offsides. Catamounts are sure lining up to go for the, and they are. Ashton with the ball, going to hand off to Maurice Howard. Maurice Howard has got the first down. Maurice Howard is going to get the ball to the 10-yard line. First down, Dalton. Great job. That is a great job. I tell you, Dalton has came out this whole second half, and they look like a team on a mission. They have found a weakness on that Alexander defense, and they are exploiting it.
We at their 10-yard line.
They are deep in the red zone as they are operating from the 10.
Day by day, state by state, our country has begun to reopen. At Engineered Floors, employee safety is paramount, and we continue to take every precaution necessary to ensure a safe work environment while continuing to provide America and the world with quality floor covering solutions. To us, American-made means something, possibly now more than ever. Our commitment to manufacturing 100% of our carpet in Northwest Georgia remains steadfast in defiance of these current challenges. It is in the face of adversity that the perseverance and spirit of the American workforce shines brightest. As open signs flicker on, as streets begin to fill, it is the hands underneath the gloves and the faces behind the masks that will see us through. We are all in this together, and we will overcome.
All right, folks, here we are back at Alexander High School. We have just started the 4th quarter. Dalton with the football. Catamounts trail the Cougars 24-21. Dalton has got the ball first and goal. The ball is right at the 10. Luke Blanchard to the near side and looks like Kareem Page to the far side. Both of them in single coverage. Maurice Howard right behind. Now he shifts to the behind Ashton. He's going to hand it off to Maurice. Maurice has got, oh my goodness, he got tripped up.
About the 3.
Maurice is around the 2-yard line. We have got an injured Cougar on the play. That was a great run by Maurice Howard. All right, we're going to have an injury timeout here. We've got an injured Cougar on the play.
Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership. New vehicles come with my exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty. I will do whatever it takes to earn your business. Ford of Dalton, there's no reason to shop anywhere else.
Thank you to all of our customers and clients over the years.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty's been guiding the Dalton Whitfield community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Buy from the pros who know at Performance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Performance Sports Academy. PerformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr., the owner here at Transformers Transmission Complete Auto Repair Specialist. Welcome to our brand new facility. Here at Transformers, we specialize in all automatic and manual foreign and domestic transmissions, not to mention brakes, AC tune-ups, and much, much more. Come on in and relax in our lounge while our technicians take care of your automotive needs. Here at Transformers Transmission, we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and I guarantee we can make it go.
All right, folks, here we are at Alexander, 11:49 to go in the 4th quarter. Dalton has the ball, 2nd down and goal from the Alexander 2-yard line. Good news is the injured Cougar walked off the field on his own power, so that's always good to see. We got a whistle here. We've got a flag that's offsides on Alexander. So if we're on the 2, that's going to be a 1-yard penalty.
Got number 20, Mauricio Quintero.
All right, that's going to be 2nd down and goal from the 1. Just started the fourth quarter. Catamounts trail by 3 and are threatening to take the lead in this game. Ashton with the ball, going to hand it off to Maurice Howard, and
looks like he's in.
Well, the Catamounts are signaling. We're waiting. Yes, touchdown. Touchdown, Dalton. We have came on the road. Folks, we had 7 points at halftime. Dalton has now took the lead on the Cougars on the road. That puts Dalton up 27-24 with 11:25 left to go in the game. This has got to give Dalton some great confidence. J.J. Robledo in to attempt the PAT. Good snap, good hold, and the kick looked good to me. That makes it 28-24. 28-24, Dalton. Catamounts have come out in this second half, and they are looking great. Folks, we want to remind you of our corporate sponsors who make this whole live stream experience happen. Those sponsors being Chick-fil-A, Dalton Utilities OptiLink, Direct Packaging, Engineered Floors, Ford of Dalton, Longhorn Steakhouse, Material Handling Incorporated, Myers Flooring of Dalton, Pete's Care PC, Shaw Industries, Textile Rubber and Chemical, the Ann and John Bryant Foundation, Transformers Transmission Incorporated, the Dalton Quarterback Club, and Brandon Brown Productions. Also want to invite everyone to the Dalton Quarterback Club meeting every Monday following a game, 6 o'clock from the Harmon Field Fieldhouse. Come to the meeting and get you some free Chick-fil-A with some good sweet tea and unsweetened tea for those tough enough to drink it. We talk about the previous game. We go over the status of our team, update injury reports, and go over the scouting report for our next game. Of course, Dalton will be off next week. We have a bye week next week. And then when we come back 2 weeks from tonight, we will be playing Douglas County at home at Harmon Field, and then Paulding County will come up to Harmon Field, and then we will hit the road for the final regular season game at East Paulding. Okay, there must have been a 15-yard penalty on the last play because J.J. Robledo is kicking off from Alexander's 45-yard line and doing that little pooch kick. And Alexander has got the ball. They fielded it inside their 10, and goodness, he's still carrying folks over there. I tell you, Dalton has they have become a master at these short pooch kicks here. Alexander will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. All right, Catamount defense, we are doing everything in our power to help you get a stop here. Not sure what we can do from the press box, but whatever we can do, we're going to try it.
We've kept the ball away from with special teams.
Catamount defense needs a stop. We do not need to let this guy go downfield and retake the lead. So Alexander takes over, 1st and 10 from their own 16.5-yard line. Hoskins is going to hand it off, and we're going to do a great job of stopping that just about as soon as it started.
Number 65 with the stop, Coy Gray.
65 is Coy Gray. I saw 41, Tyson Neal, in on that. I saw 42, Caleb Hernandez. And there's a chance that I missed one or two. 2nd down and about 7.5 to go for the 1st down. Hoskins is going to keep the ball. He's running. This is not what we wanted to see. He's got a 1st down. He got the ball up to the Dalton, he's on 33. He's on 33. A.J. Hernandez was a little slow getting up. He looks to be, okay, he's walking. He's running off the field, so he's in good shape. We need to stop this offense. We don't need to let them go back down the field, retake the lead after we've got the momentum on our side. 1st and 10, Alexander from their on 32-yard line. Alexander has trips to the top. They're going to hand it off to this side. Foster has got the ball at the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25. Cuts back to the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's down inside the 5-yard line. Exactly what we did not want to see has happened. The Cougars have got the ball The Dalton, looks like the 3-yard line. A huge run by Foster there.
What was that, about a good 50 plus?
My goodness. Yeah, that was a huge gain. We are begging the Catamount D to hold them to a field goal. Of course, a field goal would still not give them the lead. They'd still be trailing by 1, but we need anything we can to keep these guys from scoring. All right, 1st and goal for Alexander from the Dalton 3. Hoskins with the ball. He's going to hand it off. They're going to go straight up the middle, and it looked like from here they scored, and they did. Alexander retakes the lead. That's going to make the score 30-28. Alexander with 9:52 to go in the game. Catamounts have scored 21 points in this second half. Took the lead at 28-24, but Alexander has went right down the field in a hurry. All right, the kicker for the Cougars is number 55, Jacob Tucker. This is an important extra point for them because that means Dalton would at least have to get a field goal to go to overtime. The snap hold is good, and the kick is good. 31-28, Alexander.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
Cougars have went right down the field in a hurry. The good news is, Rick, is they didn't take much time off the clock. They had a run of about 60, 65 yards, and 9:52 left to go in the game. Cougars up by 3 on Dalton, 31-28. Well, that's a different type of kickoff formation. All right, they're going to kick it, and looks like we will be returning that from our on 7. That looks to be Luke Blanchard on that play. He's still running. Blanchard gets the ball out to around the 44-yard line. That's a great return for Blanchard.
We need those.
That sets up Dalton in good field position. Catamounts trailing by 3. Well, I'll tell you, folks, this second half has been back and forth, back and forth. Dalton has hit a spurt where they were scoring. They would do a form of an onside kick, but it wasn't technically an onside kick. It was just a short, high kick that was giving the Cougars fits on catching, and that has allowed Dalton to get back into this game. So it's 31-28, Alexander. Dalton with the ball 1st and 10 from their on 45. They will need to get to the Alexander 45 to get another first down. Blackwell with the ball is going to hand off to Maurice Howard. Maurice Howard's got a pretty good run going. Second effort, and he's going to get about 8 or 9 yards on that play. That's going to bring up second down and very short for the Catamounts.
Just short of the first down.
There was some good blocking on that side. I saw a pretty good sized hole over there, so there's some good blocking going on that right side of that offensive line.
He's driving those legs for sure.
All right, Dalton, second down and 2 from the Alexander 47-yard line. Catamounts are looking very good in this second half. Blackwell with a shotgun. Going to fake it to number 1, which was Maurice Howard, and he's going to complete a pass to Luke Blanchard. That's going to be a first down for Dalton from the Alexander 42-yard line. This offense is moving the football this whole second half. All right, Dalton 1st and 10 from the Alexander 42. Blackwell has got Blanchard to this near side and Kareem Page to the far side. Maurice Howard in the backfield with him. Maurice has got the ball, going to bust it out to the right-hand side. Maurice is going to be upended around the Alexander 39-yard line. Well, he got tackled around the 40 or the 41, but after he landed, he went down around the 39.
Got some air on that one.
Yes, he got some air time on that one. Rick, that's going to bring up second down and around 7 for Dalton. Catamounts need to get down to the Alexander 32-yard line.
Tyson Greenwade's coming in the game.
I tell you, folks, if you've been watching our last few games, this is such a great thing to see for Dalton's offense to get going, to get in rhythm, to move the ball, move those chains. All right, Ashton's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up about maybe 3 on that. That's going to bring up 3rd down and around 4. So let's call it 3rd and 4 from the Alexander 36-yard line. Well, folks, if you want to drive all the way down to Alexander, they now have hot dogs down here for $1. By the time you get here, I'm quite sure that deal will be gone. 3rd down and 4 for Dalton. Blackwell with the ball. He's going to throw it, and he is intercepted. Alexander has intercepted and stopped this drive. Well, that is not what we wanted. All right, Dalton defense, you're going to have to bow up. The good news is Alexander is a long way from scoring, but the bad news is we saw a while ago they can score quick. Cougars going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. Blackwell is getting time to throw. The running backs are getting some holes, but you got to make sure you throw it to your own guys. That guy just made a great play, and we have hurt ourselves on that.
We sure have. Oh, with
My
the tackle.
Goodness, what a great play.
Who is that?
That was 42, Caleb Hernandez. What a play. Man, that was a big loss. Great play, Caleb Hernandez. Okay, that's going to move the Cougars back to their own 11-yard line. That's going to be 2nd down and about 16, I'm going to call it from here. All right, Caleb, we need a lot more of that. Boy, it would be nice to see them have to punt from deep in their own end zone. But let's just get to 4th down first. We're at 2nd down right now. All right, Cougars going to hand it off, and my goodness, we have done it again. We have done it again, and it was Caleb Hernandez.
And several other cats.
And I'm waiting for him to turn around so I can see.
Bryson Bennett was in on it. Number 13.
Bryson Bennett and Caleb Hernandez.
There was one other.
Caleb Hernandez is having a heck of a defensive series on this. My goodness. 3rd down and a taxi ride to get a 1st. But I tell you, teams like this are dangerous in this position. Don't go to sleep, defense. Stay on them. 3rd, oh my goodness, did we jump? There's a flag. That's just going to be 5 yards. I believe Coy Gray might have jumped a little early. Coy is a very strong guy. When he moves, you're going to see it. He can't do that and get away with it. I don't know what Coy bench presses or lifts or anything, but it's a lot, whatever it is. This guy is strong. If you've ever been up next to him in person, he is impressive. All right, Cougars from their on 10. Hoskins is running the ball, busted out to his left-hand side, and we have stopped them again. Well, I didn't see, but was that Caleb Hernandez again? I didn't see. I'm just 13. Bryson Bennett. Bryson Benton. Folks, we have a 4th down for Alexander and a long way to go. My goodness, that's about 4th and 20.
That was a great stop.
Unless he hits about an 80-yard punt, we should have great field position. Now, I'm not one to wish bad luck on anybody, but it would not hurt my feelings if they got a bad snap and we fell on it in the end zone or blocked it or something along that line.
Well, we have some phenomenal returners, if not.
I would sleep well tonight if that was to happen. Dalton deserves to have some breaks go their way. There was a timeout by Alexander.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back.
All right, folks, here we are at Alexander. Alexander with 4th down and about 19 or 20. They're punting from deep in their own end zone. We have Luke Blanchard and Warner Ross back to return the punt. Well, we got close to the punter, but Dalton will take over already in Alexander's territory. Dalton will take over at the Alexander 40. So Catamounts are, my goodness gracious, what field position. I tell you, that was a fantastic defensive series. Caleb Hernandez was in on every play, throwing these guys for losses, and the defense just really, really stepped up right there and looked great. This is such a great shot in the arm for Dalton's offense and now the defense. I know the coaches are so pleased to see what we can get going here. Again, Dalton, 1st and 10 from the Alexander 40. We need to reach the 30 to get a 1st down. Usual personnel on the field for Dalton. Maurice Halbert with the ball. He bounced it out to his right. He's still running, and he got about 5 on that.
He sure did.
I tell you, Rick, I have noticed on Maurice's his last several runs, he's getting chunks of 4, 5, 6, 7 yards. That is good to see. Somebody's doing some blocking.
That is what is needed. We need him in the game.
Catamounts are looking good. Okay, we got 2nd down and 4.5, 5 from around the 35-yard line of Alexander. For a little over 4 minutes to go in the game. Ashton in the shotgun. Ashton with the ball. Going to hand it off to Maurice Howard again. He's broke a few tackles, but they're going to get him behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think he lost a yard.
The defensive backs for Alexander, they came up and took away the corner from Maurice. He wasn't able to get downfield like he wanted to. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6. Catamounts on Alexander's 36-yard line. Again, we need to get to the 30 for the 1st down. Blanchard, this near side. Kareem Page to the far side. That's Tyson Greenwade with the ball. No, he didn't. He faked it. Ashton kept it, and they are going to wrap up Ashton. Blackwell back on the 46 or 45-yard line. That was a great fake to Greenwade. I thought Tyson had it. I thought, man, what a great run.
Yeah.
Well, now we know why.
Had us fooled.
He didn't have the ball. Well, we got 4th down and 12.
Like Blanchard's coming back in.
Dalton is back at the Alexander 42-yard line. Okay, we got Tyson Greenwade back here with Ashton. 4th down and 12. Dalton needs to get the ball to the 30-yard line. Big play here, 4th down. Ashton with the ball. He's got time. He's rolling out of the pocket, running out to his right, looking for a receiver. Someone needs to, oh my goodness. Alexander has intercepted the ball. The Cougars have got another pick. Boy, that hurts.
Yeah, with
because
2:13 on the
now
clock.
The clock is your number one enemy.
Yep.
2:13 left. Catamounts trail by 3.
And we got a threat at quarterback and running back.
It's not going to take many conversions on 1st down for them to seal this win with 2:13 left. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. All right, Alexander takes over 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Well, you know they're going to run it now. That keeps the clock running. You're not going to see them pass it. Oh, that hurt. Catamount defense, we are begging you to get a stop and get this ball back for us. Hoskins with the ball. He's going to keep it, and yes, he's running. He's going to get to the Dalton 47, it looks like.
Caleb Hernandez with the tackle.
Caleb Hernandez has been busy this second half.
He sure has. He usually is.
That's going to bring up about 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. And Alexander, you know they're going to take their time and milk this clock. Clock is at 1:47. Oh, we need this ball back. Boy, a fumble would be sweet. All right. Cougars taking their time, obviously, eating up the clock. All right, Hoskins with the ball. He hands off. They're going to run it up the middle, and they have got a first down. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we did not need that. Oh, my goodness. That might have just sealed it right there. That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Could have used a holding call. I'm pretty sure I saw some holding on that.
1st and 10 from Dalton's 39-yard line. Catamounts with 2 timeouts left. Boy, it hurts to watch all that time leave that clock when you're the one behind. Dalton has come out in this second half, and they have played their hearts out. Oh, these hurt. 1st and 10 from the Dalton 39-yard line. Hoskins with the ball. They're going to run it up the middle. And Foster is not going to get hardly anything, but they don't have to get anything because that's going to keep the ball. We're down to 32 seconds in the game. Timeout, Dalton. Well, the Catamounts have fought. We've been our own worst enemy here in the second half. Turnovers will kill you. They drive a coach crazy. They drive the fans crazy. And they drive the players crazy. You're just giving the other team every time. And
Sure
you can only recover. That stuff just comes back to haunt you. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
32 seconds left in the game. Alexander 2nd down and 9 from the Dalton 38. We need the miracle of miracles right here. I'm trying to think of every possible scenario for Dalton to win this game, and the list is getting short now. We are got our backs against the wall. Alexander on the Dalton 38. Self-inflicted wounds will kill you in this game. 32 seconds, and now what's going on? Okay, Cougars. Yes, Cougars have called a timeout. You know, all they got to do is what they were doing a while ago, run the ball up the middle, and that'll run the clock out. I don't know. Not real sure. They've got a 3-point lead. Dalton is, even if they did fumble, Dalton is 62 yards away from the end zone. All they've got to do is, run it up the middle, and it's going to run the clock out. Of course, Dalton has 1 timeout left.
We need a miracle.
This one stings. There's no denying it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. This one stings. All righty, Alexander will go into victory formation. That's the greatest play to see if you're the team with the lead. It's the most heartbreaking thing to see if you're the team on the short end of it. And
gut-wrenching.
Did Dalton call their final timeout? We have 26 seconds to go in the game. Well, a 2 hour and 10 or 2 hour and 15-minute drive down here is going to feel like 4.5 hours going back because you're thinking about what could have been and what could have happened and things like that. Again, Dalton will be off next week. Dalton will have a bye week. And in 2 weeks, I believe the Douglas County Tigers come up to Harmon Field. And after Douglas County, we will have Paulding County coming up to Harmon Field, and one of those games is homecoming. I don't know if it's Douglas County or Paulding County, but one of those is homecoming. And then the final week, we will be on the road playing the East Paulding Raiders. Catamounts are in serious danger of falling to 0-4 in the region. And wow, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Flag just came out.
Yeah, as he was kneeling down, Dalton made sure he knelt down. And
it's worth a try.
Be careful right here because you can get more than just a 15-yard penalty right here. And one of the Alexander players is walking off the field waving. 25 seconds to go in the game. That will be a 15-yard penalty on Dalton.
I mean, he wasn't down yet, if I'm seeing it correctly. I don't think he was down. So.
Well, he was probably on the way down, but Dalton made sure he got down a little quicker.
So it should be just a tackle. It shouldn't be a penalty.
Now, is this – oh, the two coaches are – okay. Okay, the two coaches are talking with each other and discussing game strategy and couldas and shouldas and wouldas and stuff to that nature. Okay, 20, that's going to be the ball game. Your Catamounts are going to fall to 1-5 on the season, 0-4 in the region. Dalton will be off next Friday night. We will play again at Harmon Field in 2 weeks. And 31-28, folks, is going to be your final from Alexander High School. For Brandon Brown, for Rick Davis, I am Ladarian Edgman, and we wish all of you to have a great weekend, and we will see you in 2 weeks from Harmon Field. Good night, everybody.